Hey guys, I am back with another haul video. I guess it's a haul. I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but I wanted to share it with you. This is a box of items that I purchased from a recent local online auction site. And I started going through it and I opened up one item. Then I thought I wanted to stop and not go through any more of it because I wanted to share it with you guys. This first item that I opened was so exciting and I just could not wait to sort through and see what else was in the box. Being a treasure hunter, I just think it's so fun to go through things that you don't know what you are going to get. But so let's go ahead and get into the box here. And I just want to show you this adorable mug my husband bought for me when we were out on a treasure hunt. He got this at a local antique mall and I just love it. It's in my favorite color and I love the sentiment that it has on it. So I have my coffee and I am ready to share with you guys. So let me show you the box. Here is what the box looks like. It's just one of those, what do you call it? The computer paper boxes. It is about halfway full of what I am assuming to be paper items and ephemera and things like that. So we will just go ahead and get started. Here is the first item that I actually opened up, and this is what made me pause and want to share it with everyone. This autographed photo was in there, and I'm sure everyone knows who this is, but it is Elizabeth Taylor. Look how beautiful she is. And I actually looked this photo up on eBay, and someone had it listed for $345. It's the same exact photo with the same exact signature, and there was a best offer accepted. So I'm going back and forth. I might want to keep this for myself, but I'm not sure because just to give you a little background, if you're interested, I am purchasing these items to resell on my Poshmark closet and or eBay. And during COVID, I was doing my master's degree. The company that I worked for, it was a pharmaceutical company. They closed the location that I worked at. So I was able to finish up my master's degree. And while that was going on, COVID hit and my grandchildren came to live with me and they've been here ever since. So my husband and I decided that I would not go back to work and I would help take care of our grandchildren. So I have become basically a full-time reseller. I've always sold on eBay from the beginning of time, from when they started. And if anyone remembers, that was back before you were able to upload photos. It was so much fun. It's always been a lot of fun to find items and resell them, or even find things around your house that you can resell to make extra money. But anyway, long story short, that is what I've been doing. I came across online auctions and I have been doing that because I'm not able to get out and go treasure hunting like I used to, because I do have the 3 little ones here full time. But anyway, let's get back to anyway, that is kind of in a nutshell my situation and kind of who I am and what I do. But let's get back to the haul here. So let me know in the comments below if you would keep this. I think it would look beautiful framed hanging in my workroom, but we'll see what I do with this. She is just a beautiful lady. All right, so let's go ahead. That was the one item that I knew about. Let's go ahead and start sorting through and seeing what else I have here. And this is one of those brag books, I think they're called, or photo albums. And it's someone's personal photo albums from 1998. I'm not sure where this is. I'm guessing it might be Hawaii from the looks of it. I've never been, but that's what I've seen pictures. Okay, it is Hawaii, and it is photos probably of someone's vacation. And if you're not familiar, this is the USS Arizona. It is the ship that went down in Pearl Harbor. And here is the memorial. I would love to go to this. And this is really cool to see photos of the memorial. So I will definitely take a look at this in more depth later, but that is a really neat thing. All right, then it looks like we have, I'm not sure what we have. Carol Burnett and Rock Hudson. This is, I guess, kind of a little booklet about, it's actually not little, it's big, booklet about Carol Burnett and Rock Hudson. So that's kind of sweet. And if any of you remember Carol Burnett, it was a little before my time, but I still remember being very little, my grandparents watching her on, I can't think what that show. If I think about it, I will put it on the screen. If you think of it, drop it in the comments below. That's going to drive me nuts. And I'm looking for a date. And I don't see a date anywhere, but I'm positive this is a vintage booklet. So that's kind of neat. Okay, this is really neat. This is a box of wonderful, it says wonderful paper dolls. And they are of Jacqueline Kennedy or Jacqueline Kennedy or Jackie Onassis, whatever you want to call her, and her daughter Caroline. And we have the paper doll here, and that surprisingly looks a lot like her. She was such a classy lady, and her style was just impeccable. So this is really, really neat. And then we have her daughter here. Okay, so then I guess we have does that go? Yes, okay. So then we do have one of her with her son. And if you know anything about him, it was such a tragic death for him. It was so sad. I remember when that happened, but that is adorable the way they did that. So this is a cool find. I love paper dolls. I still have a bunch of them that I will probably, I've looked through them. I got them a while back and I wanted to look through them, and then I was going to offer them up. So I think I am ready to do that. So I'll probably just add these to the other sets of paper dolls that I have. So let's keep digging. And okay, these are cute. These are vintage Valentine cards. This entire box, I believe I only paid a couple bucks for. So I think already I got a great deal. And these online auctions, I also look for things for myself that I need to replace in my home, because a lot of the times you can find brand new things for not a lot of money. Okay. Oh, that's neat. I wish I had the stove right here cooking for. I do cook almost every single night, so if I had this, that would be great with the 6 burners and the double ovens. I'm not sure what this is, probably warming drawers. I love that. I want that oven. So that's cool. That's a neat little piece of advertisement. And St. Louis Zoological Gardens. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm guessing postcards. That's what I thought. These are so cool. This is really neat. Let me see if I can find a date on these. Postcards usually have dates. I'm not seeing anything, but these are definitely... Yeah, see the postage there? These are definitely vintage postcards. Oh, here we go. There is a date. 1946. Oh my gosh. So that is... Wow, that is neat. I'll have to look up when the St. Louis Zoo opened. I believe it was, I'm thinking early 1900s, but I could be wrong. All right, here is a cookbook. I love older cookbooks. They just have such vibrant images. And let's see if we can find a date. I'm guessing 40s or 50s on this as well. I don't see a date right off, but I'm almost positive this is probably 40s or 50s. But I'll have to look through this to see if there's any recipes I want to try. I actually this morning tried a 1950s breakfast recipe for my husband, and he loved it. So I'll have to look through here and see if I can find anything. Okay. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like some sort of artwork or card. That would probably work great in a junk journal or something. I'm not sure what that is. All right. This is so cool. Let me see if I can find a date on this one. It is a postcard. I might just have to keep this one. It's from the Woolworths. If anyone remembers the Woolworths, I can remember going to one in my hometown, which is not far from St. Louis. And it actually, I think, closed in the late 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments below if you remember the Woolworths or if you ever visited one. But this is so cool. I am claustrophobic, so I've never actually been in the arch, but I'm guessing that is the inside. I've never seen it, so I don't know, but I can only assume. But this is a cool postcard. I love that. Okay, so then we have some little hankies, and this one is really pretty. Those will definitely go into some junk journal kits. That one, that is beautiful. And somebody must have liked yellow, so those will definitely go into junk journal kits. Here is Scripture Memory Packet 1. So these must be Bible verses, maybe? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's neat. I've never seen anything like this before. I can only assume these are around the 40s and 50s as well. All right, so what do we have here? Money-saving main dishes. From your congressman. I guess this was a nice little give out that the congressman put together, and April 1948. So I'll have to look through this and see if there's any fish and noodles. I don't know if that sounds good, but I'll have to look through and see if there's any recipes that I want to try out. This has a really pretty cover on it, and this looks like it might be a little later, but we'll see. Yeah, 1959 on this one. Those biscuits look so good. And this is really making me hungry, so I will look through this one as well before I get rid of them to see if there's anything I want to try. I love to try new recipes. This is pretty. Silent Night, Holy Night. And that is adorable. Healthway Products Almanac. This is really cool. This has some nicely aged pages, and that's cool. Illinois is my home state, so I'm definitely going to give this a look through before I pass it along. I don't see any dates, but I'm sure I'll find one somewhere. Oh, right here. I must be blind. 1956. And here is a family almanac, 1958. And I don't know who that is. I guess it's Betsy Palmer, talented motion picture and television star. I don't know who that is, and I like the older movies. Okay, this is really cool. This I definitely am going to look through because I just did some canning not too long ago for the first time, and it was actually dry canning, and I did a lot of research, so this would have helped me out probably. So that is really cool. I love all of these advertising booklets and things like that. And then we have another postcard. This is Arkansas, Lake Village, Arkansas. I've never heard of that. I've been to Arkansas. That is cool. And this is Lake Providence, Louisiana. I've been to Louisiana, but I've never heard of this place. Times Square, New York City. I have definitely heard of this place. I've never been to New York. I've only flown past it. It is on my list, but let's see here. 1 cent. I can't make out the date. 1919, I think. So that's a cool little postcard. Greenville, Mississippi. I've only driven through Mississippi. Lakeshore Drive. Lake something, Arkansas. Greetings from Lake Providence. This is really pretty. I love those type of postcards. And another one from Louisiana. And what is this? Bridge over the Mississippi River at Baton Rouge. Here's a little booklet, 1952, for a Vasco, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, fan. So that's kind of neat. And another, okay, this is for pressure cooking. And that, a pressure cooker is actually on my list of things that I want to get. So I've been keeping an eye out on these online auctions. So I may or may not keep this for myself. I've never used a pressure cooker and I'd really like to try one out. I think there's something else they have these days. They're not called pressure cookers. I can't think of what they're called. But that's kind of cool. And what is the date here? I love finding the dates on these things. Let me know down below if you like that as well. I think a lot of people like to know the dates. And I'm not seeing one, but I would bet this is probably 40s or 50s. Okay, let's move on. I could take all day looking through this stuff. So it looks like we have another cookbook here. And this one. What? You're fine. Yeah. Probably another 10 or 15 minutes. Right? That's okay, you're fine. It's no big deal. So this is another cookbook. It looks like and it's pretty beat up. This would be perfect for junk journals. I love this. Family philosophy. I'm definitely reading that. Many a simple everyday dish is made regal by a crown of snowy meringue. Angel food cake is the epicure's delight, but the golden yolks deserted. German potato soup. Okay, I definitely am going to look through and see if there's anything I want to try. And look at those images. Those are adorable. It reminds me of Campbell's soup. Recipes from around the world. So this will probably be interesting. And again, I'm not seeing a date. I love all of the advertising and the images. So I will look through that and see if there's anything. All right, so this is a good book, so we need to try it. So I am going to definitely give something a try out of this book because it's been recommended. So let's see here. These photos of, I'm guessing this is probably the 50s of food, just looked so chunky and I don't know, not appetizing to me, but that is just the way they did it back then, I guess. This is really neat. I'll have to look through this. They use Jell-O a lot too. Here is a good health guide. 1938, I'm guessing. Could that be? No, I don't think this is 1938. Maybe it is. I'll have to investigate a little more. It could be because she kind of looks like 1938. Watkins cream cake. That sounds so good. Okay, maybe this is 1938. The images, yeah, see, that's kind of Art Deco, so I'm thinking this is around that time period. That image, that is just beautiful. Okay, I need to speed up here. This one's 1938. So let me just do a flip through here. I don't think I've ever had any ephemera from 1930s. I could be wrong. I've had a lot. But I don't think I've had any. I've had like music sheets that were antique from the 1800s, but anything like this stuff, I don't think I've had. That's 1957, but I don't think I've had anything like this from the 30s. So that is really neat. Here's another cookbook. This is 57. And this one's 58. So lots of cookbooks, which is fine. I love getting cookbooks. This is Charles Lindbergh. I'm sure most of you know about him and his story. So that is a really neat postcard. It's been written on. I love reading these old postcards and to see what was going on during the time. I wish it had the stamps so I could figure out, or the date stamp so I could figure out about when that card was from. The Herb Doctor, 1938 edition. Okay, this should be interesting to read through. So 1938, let's just pick one. What they would do for, let's see what they would do for hives. Are reddish spots which resemble mosquito stings while... Okay, the treatment. Keep bowels open by use... What? By use of number 99. Bathe the affected parts with medicated witch hazel. Use same treatment as for prickly heat. What is prickly heat? Okay, I may or may not leave that description in, but they are suggesting garlic for high blood pressure, which that is still true today. Suggests that garlic helps to lower or regulate high blood pressure. I will have to look and see if there's any, I'm guessing there's studies and data that backs that, but that's making me curious to look into that even deeper. The pineapple cookbook. I love pineapple. I will definitely try out some of these recipes. There it is with the Jell-O. Is that rice? Yes, look at that rice mold. They loved to do molds and things like that back then. Here we have, is saying a picture. 1940. And let's see what this is about. Oh, that's cute. Shirley Temple. I dressed my daughter up as Shirley Temple for Halloween one year, and she looked adorable. If I can get to the picture fairly quickly and easily, I will insert that so you guys can see. She was so cute. But, those are cute photos. They're not signed or anything, but... Oh, there's no date. Okay, well, we can only assume it's 1940. We have some more... paper dolls. There is just so much in this box, and we still have a stack to go here. So I may have to speed this up. Hopalong Cassidy. We have some more cookbooks, and these seem to be a little bit later. Probably the 70s if I had to guess. 1975. So we'll see. I was born in the 70s, so I'll have to look through that and see if there's anything that I would like to try out. I probably won't. I don't do microwave cooking other than maybe heating up some things, so I probably won't try anything out of here, and that does not look appetizing to me at all. So I'm just curious. 87. So that's about when microwaves really came into on the grill. I used to collect these Betty Crocker books. You could get them from, I think, Saving Certain Packaging or something, if I recall correctly, and then sending, I don't know, it was a couple bucks. This was the 90s, early 90s, and I would send off for them. I think it was Betty Crocker. It was probably different brands, but I just love getting them. I was learning how to cook, and I just thought it was so neat that I could get some cookbooks, not free, but for not that much money. This looks like a really neat cookbook. I love these cookbooks. They're from ministries and churches, and they are so much fun because it's typically families that give their recipes, and it's usually family recipes, and I just love those. So I'll definitely look through that and possibly keep it. Here is a visitor's guide for St. Louis, and I wonder, I'll have to look through this and see what's changed. Here is the SS Admiral. It used to be parked out at the riverfront in St. Louis, so that's definitely not here any longer. Not sure what they did with it. I'll have to look through that a little more in depth. That will be interesting. Here's favorite hometown recipes. And this I can see is definitely hometown. I see lots of recipes that my grandmother made for me as I was growing up. So that will be nice to look through. Here's another home canning. And we have some really nice images. I love that. So I'm guessing this is probably from the 40s or 50s. 50s. So that is cool. Here is a Sears Roebuck and Company how-to. I love things like this. And they show you how to do things the proper way. I will definitely look through this. Maybe I can get some tips. Here is Successful Baking. I'm more of a cook than a baker, but I'm working on it. My mother-in-law is a fantastic bakers. So I'm working on it and getting better, but I still have some ways to go. The difference to me is cooking, you can look at a recipe and it doesn't have to be exact or precise and you can go with it. Baking is more, I don't know if scientific is the word, but you need to get the measurements correct or the recipe could be ruined. So I've learned that and I'm working at it. I'm working on my patience with things. For example, letting a cake cool before you ice it. So it's a struggle sometimes, but I am learning. This is kind of neat. So what did this say? Good health guide, another good health guide. So that is kind of cool. And I think this goes to that booklet we looked at earlier. We have a big, beautiful 40-inch model, universal gases. That is kind of neat. Sunbeam Mix Master. I probably need to get one of those, but I'm assuming they still make, I don't know if Sunbeam, I'm sure they do, but I need, so this is a cool little booklet, and I think I saw 1950. And the last thing I have here, that is so cool, a roadmap. It says Missouri. Not that I know everything about Missouri, but okay, here we go. There's the art museum. I do recognize that. I have been here. And I have not been there. So I'll have to look at this a little more in detail later on, but that is a pretty cool bunch of stuff. I think I only paid a few bucks or so for it. There was something in it that I wanted for myself, but unfortunately sometimes you have to take everything that's in the lot when you do these online estate auctions, and which is okay because I will lot this up and offer it as destash lots, or I'll put them but I will offer this up as either destash lots or I'll put them in my Etsy shop. I'm just not sure yet. So that was a lot of fun looking through this, and there's a lot of really cool stuff for junk journals and crafting and things like that. So happens. But if you are interested in seeing when I make these pickups from the online auctions, let me know in the comments below. I have been doing that more often. As I said, I don't have a chance to get out to the thrift stores like I used to. So this has been a convenient way for me to find things to sell in my Poshmark closet. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this type of video, and I will keep them coming to you. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching.